Yeah, I really love this sword a lot more. It's a pretty good sword. But to be honest, I was just thinking I could have went for a better sword. But I probably didn't have the stats for that one. Okay, so this is a trap. Most people don't know about. You might want to go for that item if you go up there, though. Look what happens. All these assholes drop. There's 4 of them. Alright. Now that they're all dead, I can go up there. And that wouldn't... You know, even the first time I played this game, that trap was apparent to me. So, a halberd, which is basically a combination of an axe and a spear. Let's go ahead and look at it, though. Just because I've been looking at all the items I get. Yeah, it's I also don't like a halberd because it can throw off your balance, and yes, balance is a big part of this game. Oh, also I didn't try opening. Oh yeah, there's nothing here. Yeah, you just fall off a cliff and die. I've tested that out enough times. Yeah, you need a key, like it says here. Yeah. Um, and hopefully we get that key soon. Okay. So we're getting different armor. Okay, so large leather shield. So I don't think I can use that shield. Can I? Oh, I can. Nice. So this shield is a better shield than that one. And let me show you why. So this one has 85% damage block. This one has 90, so it's clearly better. So hey, what's up, cousin Eddie? How's it going, man? Just getting further in the game. I got past that difficult part that I was not enjoying a lot, and I have new weapons, at least for now. Okay, and those are fire arrows, which are nice to have. Alright, so the whole point of going around, going through all that stuff was to open this door, which is a huge shortcut. Um, now, actually, I will tell you that going down this way leads to the boss, but we're not going to go there yet. We're actually going to do some other stuff first before we go there. Might as well kill him. So how you doing, cousin Eddie? Alright. This is one place I forgot to go. You can actually drop off the edge here, but I'm gonna get this guy first. Oh, that's cool. Office is a good show. I already had breakfast, a bagel sandwich, which is what I normally eat these days. I need to step it up a little and start cooking, though. That's definitely one thing I don't do a lot of. So this is kind of a backside area. Let's see if I can make that jump. Oh yeah. And another human effigy. Effigies are always good because they're in limited supply in this game. Knocked him off. He's not dead, but he will be. Actually, this tree right here, depending on where you fall, it's a fall that's far enough that you will die. So. Okay, and there's a bunch of guys back here. Okay. And I should have remembered to come down here first before going through the entire area before the boss. And there's a good reason why, and you'll see why soon. Don't know why that guy doesn't care about death, but you know. I love short swords and long swords because they have this thrust attack, which is really nice. Because anything that puts you farther away from the enemy is always good. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this guy. There's an item over here. More life gems. I will definitely take more life gems. And then there's an item down there. There's also an item in here, but there's a turtle guy guarding it. You notice how my attacks are different depending on how close I get. I was doing the same thrust attack. One was 53, one was 75, depending on how close you get. Okay, foot soldier shield. I don't think that's better than what I have, but we'll check. Nope, it's not. It's 60. Okay, now let's go down here. Now, you get your first glimpse of the enemies that are at the base of the of that fire pit. They're basically frogs that shoot fire, and they really suck. Fire longsword. So that's exactly what I wanted, was the fire longsword, and I can't use it. I don't have the stats quite yet, so I'll just hold on to that and use it later. We're not going to fight that guy now. He's way too difficult. It's better to fight him later, especially when you have spells. So, alright, so we've gotten everything down here, which is the whole point of coming down here. So how do I get back up there from here? Well, we actually passed the way back up on the way down. It's over here. Okay. All right. So now we're ready to level up again, and we can level up our strength, so I can use that fire sword.
Bearer of the sea, less.
Okay, I don't have quite enough. Do I have a Estus shard? No, I don't. But I do have these. Soul of a Proud Knight. These all say the same thing, just with a different name on them, so... Alright. Okay. Eyes are watery for some reason.
Bearer of the sea, less.
Okay. Okay, so I leveled that up. Let's put the rest into Faith. Actually, we're not going to put all of it into Faith. We'll just put 1 point into it. There's a reason why. Okay, so now I can change to this fire sword. Now it only tells you that it's a standard sword. It only gives you the standard sword description. It doesn't give you the fire sword description, because there is no fire sword description. So the longsword does more damage anyways, plus it also has fire damage to it.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, so the reason why I saved those souls is so I can reinforce the weapon, which is something that is very necessary in these games. So I can level it up twice. So now you see it says fire longsword +1. I do it again, now it's +2. I can't do it again because I don't have enough souls and I don't have enough shards. Well, I have enough souls, but not enough shards. So, and we'll go ahead and spend the rest in arrows. Why not?
I'll be around.
Okay, because there is a point later on when we're going to use arrows. So, who is my favorite lore character? Oh, wow, that's a good question, Cousin Eddie. Depends on what you're talking about. Are you talking about in any fiction at all? Or are you talking about, like, in this game? Are you talking about any kind of fantasy genre? I would say the most set up character that I like, that would take a while to figure out. I don't know. I guess I never thought of that. Oh, in Dark Souls 2? My favorite lore character. Okay, in Dark Souls 2. That's another one I'll have to think about. I think Dark Souls 1, that's easy. Solaire. Solaire isn't in this game. They just have a tribute to him because this game actually takes place like 1,000 years after the events of Dark Souls 1. So Solaire would be Even if you didn't go through the quest line and kill Solaire, um, he would still be dead because this takes place 1,000 years after the first game. In this game, my favorite. Oh, I know. So we haven't met this character yet. My favorite character is the undead guy, who you meet in the catacombs. You don't meet him till way later in the game. The reason I like him is because I like his backstory. He's basically like a vampire, um, but he just stays in the catacombs. And if you fuck with him, he'll mess you up, you know. But he's your friend as long as you are nice and cordial. So look at that! Oh God, that fire sword is so awesome. I love it. And I should have gone for this sword a while ago. I shouldn't have waited until now. But yeah. Yeah, that's his name. Agdainane. Yeah, I can't say his name. Yeah, the undead. Well, I don't know if he's undead, but he's like a vampire. That's my favorite character, just because he's really haunting, and he has these bodyguards. Um, I mean, he's really hardcore. Unfortunately, he does. I think he even will help you in a fight, um, or two. I can't remember. I think he does if you need him to. But you severely altered the story if you attack him. Well, not severely, but... Oh, there's usually two guys here. Oh, yeah! Okay, so I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something kind of important, so... Not that important, but kind of. Because there should be two guys there, but there should be two summon signs there, but there's only one. Because I forgot to do something. Vengral? Oh yeah, Vengral is really cool. The guy who gets his head cut off. Yeah. For getting his head cut off, he definitely has a lot to say. And it's kind of cool. Yeah, I would say Vengral is my second favorite because he has this story of the classic tragic soldier who dies doing something. I don't remember if he was defending something or not. No, he was being arrogant and brash, and he realized that he was arrogant and brash. Wow. I love this sword. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that damage. It does so much damage compared to my other stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, but and then you end up fighting Vengral's body later on. Now, in the first iteration of Dark Souls, or the first iteration of Dark Souls 2, the place you, I don't know why I went this way. Yeah, oh god, that would be awesome. I think the reason they didn't do that is because it would make the game more comical, and they wanted to keep the game with a more serious tone. But that's just my interpretation, so...
Well, I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper.
So this is what I meant to do. Talk to this
Be
guy.
careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
Yeah, you're one of those unsavory bandits.
Oh, but you should take this.
So he gives you this, the white soapstone. Now what this does is it allows you to lay your summon sign down.
It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand. Well, I see. I hope that. Be careful. Well, I hope that.
Okay, so the reason, so Pate is an interesting guy because he's an asshole. He's basically like Patches, although Patches is also in this game too, I think. Um, Man, I gotta play Demon Souls again sometime. That game's fun. So, anyways, the whole point of that was to talk to Pate. Let's go ahead and buy more stuff. Now, Pate has an interesting storyline that, if you follow to completion, is pretty funny, actually. Oh, yeah. That's awesome, because Demon Souls has probably the most story out of any of these games. They tried to flesh out the story a lot more than they did in the Dark Souls games. Dark Souls games is like, the story's just there. You don't have to get involved if you don't want to. Demon Souls actually sets up a fairly intricate story beforehand, so. Okay. Oh, he dropped something. That's awesome, though. I love Demon Souls. Demon Souls is one of my favorite games. I'm gonna have to play that game again. It's been a while since I've played it. I have played it on stream before, but it was a long time ago. I'll have to move my my PS3's in a different room. I'll have to move it back in here so I can play that again. So anyways, we did all that shit so we could summon Pate to help us. Because why not? Why not? I can defeat this boss on my own. This boss is the easiest boss in the game, in my opinion. Well, maybe... No. The gluttonous guy is the easiest boss, but we'll get to him later, so... But that's cool, man. I really like Demon Souls a lot. So now you're going to find out what these guys are. You'll find out in the name of what they call this guy, the name of this boss. And once you know all their backstory, this intro video, you know, has a lot more heart to it. So it says the last giant, and that's what he is. He's the last giant because there was a giant war. Now I can't remember who first talked about it. I think it was that crazy lady, that hag lady. So this boss is pretty easy. He hits really hard, but he's so easy to avoid. Well, I shouldn't say so easy, I just got hit by him. Valorax. Oh, I can't remember. Who is Valorax? I think he is... isn't he one of the knights, like Osteria? Or what's... no. Osteria is a place. Who's the main knight of Osteria? The guy in the gold armor. I can't remember his name. Who eventually gives you all of his shit at the end of the game. Spoilers for Demon Souls. I love how this boss rips off his arm so he can beat you with it. That's an awesome idea, kind of. Now, what would be cool is if he put it back in his socket, or if he put something else in his socket. But Ostrava. Ah, okay. All right. So yeah, as you see, that boss wasn't too big a deal. So you actually had to fight this boss with Pate. You saw that I got a bunch of souls. I got his soul. I also got a key. So let's look at that key. Well, we haven't looked at these keys. So that's the house key. Oh, we haven't used this key yet. So I should do that when I go back to Majula. For a dumping ground for horrible things, now it's a gathering place for those with no better place to go. So it's basically like every place is just some abandoned, crappy ass place. So, key to the door in the forest of the fallen giants. Yeah, so I mean, this door opens up a lot of stuff. So, it is a good key. But I can't remember Valor facts. I can't remember Valor facts. Which character is that? Because I can't remember Valor facts. So the guy I just fought was a giant, the last giant, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, who warned the outside about the fog? Oh, okay. Where do you meet him in the game? I can't remember where you meet Valor Facts in the game, because I think you do, don't you? Okay, so there's that door over there. So this key opens that door. And there's a lot of stuff beyond this door. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Oh yeah, you meet his brother. Oh yeah, isn't his brother the knight who helps you fight the dragon and stuff like that? Bjor, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that's right. Bjor is awesome. I would say Bjor is my favorite lore character that you meet in Demon Souls, because he's always like, oh, let's beat them with our strength. He's really interesting. Okay, so I picked up a few items there. I picked up this Ring of Restoration. Gradually restores HP, which is fucking awesome. Unfortunately, it moves at a very slow pace. Oh, passed down in the house Osteria. I wonder if it's from Demon Soul. If that's from Demon Souls. Or a callback to Demon Souls.